uh, research for them, build notebooks, create podcasts, synthesize research, right? They can actually build it to take semi-autonomous and autonomous tasks. But we don't want them to have to be developers, nor do we want to burden on the IT department. So we built Agent Designer intentionally so that business users could quickly launch.
I can take a picture in front of it.
So this is a slightly older model, but it's helpful to get kind of fast prototyping. I'll play it from the beginning and just show you. Okay. So obviously it took just the still frame based image, and you can see, look, it's even got the Louis Vuitton kind of pattern there. Evoking that, obviously I could keep adding more frames to that if I then wanted to add voiceover or anything like that. But I could also go back.
And I see it even generated like music too as well.
Yeah, I could generate music. Let's see, I don't know if it's going to, yeah, it's kind of like a share mode. Go back here. Oh, good. Okay. You can see where, like, obviously, if I wanted to edit this, I could go back here and like maybe I want to make the jet ski a certain color or whatever. You can see how quickly I can iterate. Change that up. I can keep adding scenes. I think I could go back, create different images. Let's see. Okay, we got it. All right. So I got the mummy doing a dance on Boardwalk. So this was VO3, so this is probably a little higher quality. But you can see, I mean, it just took the clip art of the beach and then the mummy, and it made it which I can then use to do either generation. I didn't show it, but there's called precision image editing. Like, hey, I don't want to redo the style or the scene. I want to just take out like a bush or a tree or I'm making her sunglasses. I can do that. And then the video creation uses video and doing a little bit. So it's a little different APIs that you can cover, but surfaced as
So you get access to this screen. Otherwise, you may not have the prompt to create an agent.
Got it.
This is a low-code, no-code way of defining an agent.
Got it.
But you can also build an agent using ADK, which is our Python-based. Or it could be line graph, whatever your choice is.
Gotcha.
Publish it to Agent Engine and then kind of bring it into it.
Yes.
So
Got
in
it.
this both they are talking about, Tony is talking about kind of using A2A to kind of...
Oh, agent to agent.
Like I said, it's very flexible. This does not
This is agent to agent.
automatically execute everything by itself. You can see here that the agent is asking me to approve this action. So you always, in this example, you're always keeping it in the loop to be able to call our agent development kit. This is our ADK.
Okay.
And you can see here that the ADK makes it super easy and friendly to be able to define an agent. So you see here, I have a travel brainstormer.
It's like create an object for it.
Yeah, exactly. So I have a model, I have a name for it, and I have tools. The ADK, because it's Google open source, right? It actually has access to the built-in Google search tool. It didn't require me to write a complicated function for it. It just natively knows how to plug into Google search.
Nice.
Right? So this is super helpful. I also have this concept of a callback.
Okay.
So a callback is basically acting like, hey, before you actually talk to this agent, invoke this function. In this case, I'm logging a query to a model, and I'm logging a model's response. But you could have other types of callbacks, right? You might have a system where, like, maybe you want to check if a SQL statement is valid before you actually run it, right? So that could be a callback. Maybe you want to do some security checks to make sure it's not doing anything invalid, right?
Gotcha.
So there's different ways you can definitely extend the capabilities of callback. The main action is living in this concept of a root agent. You can see here that a root agent is sometimes called a steering agent or a routing agent or planning agent.
Root agent.
But basically it's saying that this is what you're going to be doing and this is what you have access to. And defining sub-agents that this root agent has access to. A travel brainstormer and an attractions planner.
Gotcha.
In this case, this ADK agent has already been built. It's running locally as an A2A server. And I'm plugging in that Azure space here into my inspector and saying, all right, connect to it. and I have this concept of an agent card.
Okay.
And this basically says this agent is going to help you plan travel, and it has access to this capability.
Please make your way
Nice.
to the link.
Actually, so Model
Yeah.
Armor essentially does sanitization of
Okay.
prompts and responses. So
Okay.
if you think about interacting, like if you interact with Gemini online, you go to gemini.google.com.
Yep.
I ask it for something and it returns a response. Like they want to be helpful.
Yeah.
AI agents and AI models in general want to be helpful.
Yes.
But like if you're building a model, or you're building an application that relies on a model, you're probably training it on stuff that either your employees or your customers, you don't want to disclose that data.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what model is.
Gotcha.
Hey, if I built this really helpful model for my constituents in a government to interact with me, I don't want it swearing at my constituents. I don't
Yeah.
want it doing things that like may hurt the government's brand,
Uh-huh.
the helpfulness that they're providing. So Model Armor does that.
Awesome.
It also like if you trade it on your constituents' sensitive information, you don't want that stuff leaking out. So
Yes.
Model Armor can help you with that as well.
Nice, nice. Yeah, because that's been the huge issue a lot lately. Some people are using these AI platforms, but not aware of all the information that they can accidentally leak.
Yes.
Do that, and then it's being found on like search engine systems
Exactly.
and stuff like
Exactly.
that, or like. So this is the Google Workspace Flows AI powered automation for productivity. So this is going to be all like productivity, as far as like, I guess like Google Docs, Google Sheets, things like that. So he's demonstrating how to automate your workflow and make your productivity better. So in this demonstration, it looks like he's demonstrating a workflow regarding getting daily summary of unread emails. And you can see he got step 1 on the schedule, step 2 recap of unread emails, step 3 message people in chat. So I can definitely see this being used a lot. I'm a Gmail user too, so let's get caught up on the emails. We're all caught up. Emailed about to them. This is dope. And I have a lot of unread emails too. So you see how easy it is just to do another step. Here's a step.